It makes it so much worse when you know what the truth is, but like you're trying to feed yourself lies. We're gonna be sitting on the big yellow couch today. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. I am Jessica, and of course, this is my channel. Guys, in today's video, we're gonna be talking about something that I know some of you may be doing, because I was definitely doing it. And I honestly had like a little mini breakdown. We're just getting right into it. I honestly had like a little mini breakdown 2 days ago, and it like not elicit, but it made me think about this whole topic of like lying to yourself and why we do it and why people do it and how you can actually combat it and stop lying to yourself, because the more you lie to yourself, the further you get from the truth, and we want to get closer to the truth. Before I get started, don't forget to follow me on Instagram right here, TikTok right here, and you're on my YouTube, of course. Subscribe if you haven't, and now let's get into it. I don't know what I'm gonna title this video yet, but the premise is stop lying to yourself. As human beings, we lie to ourselves, not all the time, but we have a tendency to lie to ourselves, but for various reasons. We don't want to believe the truth, we don't want to face the truth, we're trying to keep ourselves comfortable. There's some reason why we lie when deep down we know what the truth is. It makes it so much worse when you know what the truth is, but like you're trying to feed yourself lies. Sometimes you can lie to other people depending on the situation and or circumstances, but if you know the truth, it's like, that's where the inner conflict starts. It's you against you, because you're like, I'm lying to myself or to this person. I know what the truth is deep down, but I don't want to tell them or tell myself or face the truth because I'm not comfortable with the truth. I don't want to see the truth. I'm not ready to explore the truth, whatever your reason is. This is like a very common example of like wanting to lose, let's say 15 pounds, okay? You're going to the gym four times a week, you're moving, you're doing your workout, you're moving, you're doing well, okay? But when you go home, you're binging, you don't have portion control, you're just having all this sugar, but you're telling yourself like, I'm doing the work, I'm doing the work. You're telling others, like you're posting your IG selfies at the gym, but what are you doing behind closed doors? You know what the truth is to that. And honestly, this is not even like an example. It is, yes, but I used to be in this situation as well. So it is like my past experience. Yes, people see you doing the work and everything, but what are you doing behind closed doors? I feel like that whole example goes with the quote, you can't unrun a bad diet, because I used to be there as well. There was a period of time in my, I don't know, fitness journey, whatever, that I would literally be at the gym every day, but what was I doing behind closed doors? I was binge eating. That's when I went through my whole health phase, health craze. I remember I kept telling myself like, nothing is changing, nothing is changing. And it's like, bitch, you are the problem. You are the problem, and not in a bad way, but it's just like, you know you are causing the problem because you're lying to yourself when you know what the truth is. Okay, so I'm recording this on a Monday. So 2 days ago on a Saturday, I felt like super anxious, okay? I woke up feeling anxious. I also had coffee afterwards, which made me even more anxious, but like, take away the coffee, my baseline was already anxious waking up. So I was like, oh, this is not good. I know something's not right, okay? And I'm very in tune with myself and my feelings. Like, I just know if something's not right, you know, right? And it's like, I try to figure it out in that moment. I'm not gonna like bypass it. Now that I know myself and my emotions, I definitely do not bypass my emotions. If I'm feeling anxious, I'm like, okay, this is how I'm feeling, what is going on? Like I try to get to the root of it, and nothing was working, nothing was budging. I'm like, oh my God, I did not know what was going on. I was feeling very unbalanced, very anxious, very not grounded. I'm like, there's something definitely wrong here. So when I go through these like phases, I don't know whether to call it really a phase, but it's like, I don't like saying I suffer with anxiety, because I don't really think I do, but there are periods of time where it's just like, it's bad. It's just bad, okay? And this is how this Saturday went. So anyways, I'm home, I'm feeling very anxious. I'm telling my boyfriend, I'm like, I'm anxious. Like, I just can't really like, I'm like, I don't feel like myself. My brain was like all over the place. He's like, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? I'm like, I can't explain it. Sometimes it's not even like I'm thinking too many things. It's just like the feeling is overpowering. It's overwhelming that I can't even think, because the feeling is overpowering. That's what I'm trying to say. And like, he wasn't getting it. Like, he was getting it, but he wasn't really getting it. He said I understood, but I know he didn't understand, you know? But it's like, he tried his best to support me, help me throughout it, whatever. So he went to work and then I was home alone. No, we went to like literally lay down in the bed and just like relax, like, you know, calm our bodies down because he had to go to work after, and I was just like all over the place. And literally I started crying. And honestly, he doesn't even know this. Maybe he might know if he watches this video, but I was faced away and I just started breaking down. I'm like, oh my God. And he was like sleeping at this point, like taking a nap. And I just like went to the kitchen, like where I am right now, and with our yellow couch. And I just started sitting on this like sofa and started crying. I'm like, oh my God, this is like, it's getting to a point where it's like a little bit too much, because it's just too much. I do not wish anxiety or anything like bad, honestly, over my worst enemy, because it's just like it's not it. Like, But yeah, anyways, I come to this couch, I started crying. I'm like, oh my God, what is going on? I like calmed down a little bit, go back to the room. He's like I went back to the room and he's like waking up. Whatever, he got ready, he left. This is so many little details, but we're gonna get to the main part. So basically when he leaves, I'm just like, okay, maybe I just need to be in my own space and really like, not dig deep, but like think about this deeper. I bring up my journal. I look at my journal. I haven't journaled since June 1st. The first line I wrote is like, star writes in my journal on the first day of the month, doesn't come back until like I need it, which was, I guess, 10 days after. And I just started pouring out like my heart, my soul, my life and everything. And basically I got to this point where it's just like, I'm really opening up here, but I feel like I'm operating at like 10 or 15%. And I'm like, oh my God, that's not good. That's not ideal. Definitely not. That's not good. Okay, and I think there's a part of me that's like, okay, certain aspects of my life are literally perfect. Like perfect relationship, perfect environment that I'm in. I'm living in like, I guess this is my dream country because I just love it here in Italy. I don't know, there's like, my friends are all like true, genuine, lovely people. I don't know, I travel, I get to travel a lot. Like I have built like a lot of things for myself and I love it and that's amazing. But just because certain aspects of my life are perfect and great and I love it, it doesn't mean everything is holistically. And I never tried to portray that. Here I am telling you guys the truth. Like I don't think I've ever once said like, everything is going perfect. I'm like, did I? No, but yeah, you know what I mean. Like, yes, some things are going well, but like everything is not going how I want it to go. And I was just like writing all this down basically, and I was like, just kicked my camera stand. I was basically just like, I know I need to have a better work ethic while I'm here. I always say in like every video, and like I feel like it's redundant at this point, this environment, like I love being here in Italy, but this environment is so different than when I was in Canada. Obviously, I was even telling my boyfriend like I need more structure here. I've been saying this for so long. I look at my calendar on my Google Calendar, the months that I'm here, like let's say in the past before I actually lived here, the months when I was visiting versus the months / weeks, whatever, when I was actually in Canada, and you see my calendar like filled. And it's not that I just want to fill my calendar. It's like I had structure in my day. I had more plans in my day. I knew what was going on, like what to expect, and it's so different here because I'm just like, it's almost like I'm freeballing it every day, but not necessarily. Like I know I have things to do, I have content to film, stuff to edit, whatever, but it's just not as structured as I want it to be, and that's a big problem for me personally. I know some people can just like whatever wing it, but for me personally, I need to know like this is what time I'm waking up, this is what I'm doing my morning routine, this is when I'm going to the gym, this is like the schedule for the day actually, this is when I'm gonna go out for like a little outing, whatever, and then I'm gonna come and film, blah blah blah. I need to know what is going on, and I really neglected that part of my life and myself, and that really needs to change. So here I am, 2 days post mini breakdown, which was, it was bad. It was bad. I'm laughing now because like it's over, and even like after you release all those emotions, like from crying for hours, you're just like, you just laugh about it because you're like, holy, this is crazy. Like this is crazy, especially when you know what to do to help yourself. I also wrote down like I can't be mad at myself or complain about things that I desire that I don't have when I'm literally operating at 10 to 15%. Like it's not me. It's not me. I'm not saying my goal is to operate at 100. Like literally, I don't know if I've ever operated literally at 100%, but like 10 to 15%, that is not good. Like, to be honest, I'm telling you guys the truth, like that is not good. Okay, getting back to the main topic of this video, I think I was lying to myself because I was like, yeah, certain aspects of my life are wonderful, they're great, which they are, and I made that overpower other aspects of my life that I want to be better at. I think I just got to a point where I was like subconsciously lying to myself literally every day until I got to that point 2 days ago where I was like, enough is enough. Like, something has to change, enough is enough. The more you lie to yourself, the more you continue to live in that lie, which takes you like further away from the truth. And it's like, why would you do that when you could just like be honest with yourself in the beginning? But I understand, like I'm not mad at you guys. And I'm not mad at me, but like I understand. I also want to make this like big points, like lying to yourself is not being delusional, like that whole trend that's going around. Lying to yourself is not self-concept. Like these things I'm talking about, these are all different things. Being delusional, that's like a whole different thing. That's not lying to yourself. That's like really believing that you're in a whole different like state, whatever. Personally, I don't consider lying to yourself fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make it, you're not really lying, you're like pretending that you're doing something until you actually make it. Cool. Lying to yourself is literally being in a relationship that doesn't make you feel happy, that doesn't do anything good for you, but you're staying in it and you're trying to force yourself and pretend that you're happy because you're comfortable with the person, you're scared of change, and you don't want to face the truth. That's like literally lying to yourself. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys 2 tips of 2 things you can do to stop lying to yourself, because every time I'm in a situation I was in 2 days ago, I do these 2 things and it helps and it works, and like I literally just get honest with myself and I'm like, no, we're not doing this anymore. We're not lying. We're not lying. We're being honest with ourselves and we're living in the truth, in our truth. We're facing the truth, okay? So the first thing is that you're gonna acknowledge your emotions. Like, when I said I was starting to feel anxious, I knew something was wrong. So being aware of how you feel, how do you really feel in that relationship? How do you feel with your friend group? How do you feel with your work ethic, with your productivity? Being honest with yourself is what is going to help you to get to the truth. And also, one note, be aware of the things that you're tolerating in your life just because you've had them in your life for such a long time and you're trying to tell yourself or pretend to yourself that it's okay, this is gonna be fine, this is gonna go well, I've been doing this for so long. You know the truth. You see my face? You know the truth. The second thing, and or part 2, is to create an action plan. So whatever you're lying to yourself about, create an action plan that is going to combat that. Let's say you're lying to yourself about liking a certain job when you really hate it, you dread it, you don't like going to the office every day, and it's actually sucking the soul out of you. And you know something needs to change. Something needs to change. So instead of lying to yourself, what you're gonna do is begin that action plan to make a change happen. Okay, so let's say you have a role at a company, right? Let's say you actually like the company, but you just want a different role. It's just not, you don't like it anymore. So now you're gonna start looking at different roles, different positions within the company that may be open, that may be available, that may be an option for you. If it's a role that you like, but you want a different company, you're gonna search for the role or the position that you have within other companies. Let's say it's not even the role, it's not even the position, it's not even the company. You just want a whole career switch. You're done with where you are right now and you're done lying to yourself. You're like, okay, I'm gonna be honest with myself. I need to switch from the creative industry to being in the corporate industry. That's what I want. I'm happy for you because you're being honest with yourself. And whatever the situation is, create an action plan that is going to get you out of constantly lying to yourself and not living in your truth. The truth is, you just live a better life when you're not constantly lying to yourself or you feel the need to lie to yourself to hide from the truth. And it's like when you realize that you don't need to lie to yourself, you just feel more freedom and more peace in your life. And that's what we want here. Anything that like I share with you guys, like tips, tricks, guides, whatever, just know that either A, I've done it before and it obviously works, which is why I'm sharing with you, or 2, I'm going through it myself and I've done it before. So anything I share with you is not really new. It's like, yes, I've been through it before, or I'm going through it at the moment and I'm sharing with you guys, like I'm making a video about it and I'm letting you guys know like what's going on and how you can combat it as well. So yeah, I've acknowledged my feelings obviously over the weekend, acknowledged my feelings, journaled. Journaling helps so much, and it's like, I always say, like, you need to journal. You need to get your thoughts out of your mind onto paper, and your brain needs to see your thoughts onto paper. Otherwise, everything just gets stuck in here. And I think that's what, that's what happened with me. Yes, a little bit that's what happened with me, but also like, I don't want to say I'm a writer, but English was my favorite subject in high school. Like, it has always been my favorite. I just love to write, and I know when I neglect that, like, it affects me, okay? So I acknowledged those feelings, wrote them all down in my journal, and was honest with myself. And then number two, I created an action plan. So I'm like, okay, I know there's certain things I need to like change and or fix. So we're not operating from 10 to 15% anymore. We're gonna like slowly move up, 25, 30. Yes, that's not even a lot. That's like less than half. But I know that with the aspect of like my worth ethic aspect of my life and productivity aspect of my life, there's a lot to build up on. So that's where I'm at right now. And like, I feel like we can, not we, but like, I guess we can just see this through my uploading schedule. What schedule, you say? Because there is none, okay? It's very sporadic and there's a lot of things that need to be fixed, but this is not a trauma dump session from me to you. This is just like a, literally stop lying to yourself because it will cause more harm. And trust me, you don't wanna have a breakdown because you're just like, oh my gosh, I can't do this anymore. Like, I need to just face the truth. And you do. You need to face the truth, and that's what's gonna bring you more peace and freedom in your life. I'm a little bit warm because we're just speaking the truth on this channel right now. But yes, I really hope this video has given you value, has made you acknowledge some things, maybe realize some things, and has helped you, of course. Like, this is what I'm here for, to definitely help you. So let me know in the comments down below how you felt about this video, if you've been lying to yourself, if you've been running from the truth, if you've been hiding from the truth. Let me know how you feel, and don't forget, these are my socials right here, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay safe, stay healthy, goodbye.